glory of the...
I did fine.
The divine watches over us.
Through chaos I stride.
Let the bodies pile!
Looks like we have
The higher will.
My tactics are flawless.
The battleground beckons.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity. That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with the chance to give their very life for the master of humanity. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers. in the employ of her ladyship rogue trader Theodora von Valencius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before. My regards, mistress. Or should I say, von Valencius, scion of a blessed rogue trader house in the service of the Imperium. Perhaps this kinship came as a shock to you, understandably so, given that all evidence of the connection was lost in the generations separating you and Lord Captain Theodora. It required no small effort on the part of a ladyship's servants to discover and verify this blood tie, which has now made you one of the heirs of this dynasty. But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
There will be no peace in my wake.
One of the von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain. What's happening?
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Before the mind unhinged. Shattered foes in my wake. What is? Oh, a genius at work. Schemes. Let's see. A wicked thought. effective!
A genius at work.
For the glory of the Imperium!
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from... I'm a...
What lies beyond?
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad? Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crew sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure? Another one. I suppose your answer is strictly correct. But not here. Not on the frontier. Not when we are playing for such high stakes.
Lady Theodora, your disappointment puzzles me. I gave you the same answer from the off, albeit in a more complete and compelling form. The God Emperor's tenets.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here? Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of... My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I... Oh, yes. Bloodright alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents, naturally, some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my conclusion. Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to stop?
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported...
Another annoyance!
Surrender to the dark powers!
I can handle this.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Stay vigilant.
I serve the ruined powers!
Oh, a wicked thought. Schemes, fate, claims. Another one.
Death to the weak! I bring ruin! Chaos guides me!
Pathetically sound approach. One fewer target.
Weapon at the ready. To the heretics.
Another one is shattered.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after...
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just...
I have not yet received word from the Engineering regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a...
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived...
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all...
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. Then move out! Mort, come.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. Of course you do. Lady Theodora would never have... Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber, and for... You must have hit your head harder than I thought. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred warrant of trade. On the contrary, the warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. I am afraid that you have no choice in the matter. Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the warp holds.
Subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance? Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
There is still another way!
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Escort the child of the house to safety. Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating.
Run, fools, or fall!
Mistress? What? Whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this? What? Serving the gods of the war? Kunrad is a heretic. Oh, Voidfear, you void rat. Madness. Saints' blood. And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, mistress. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense.
Patience. Oh, my nerves are frayed.
You are injured. I must dress your wounds. You are injured. I must dress your wounds before we go any further.
I'm at your service.
This wound, you are injured. That is a noticeable improvement. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty Come. The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid.
You will die screaming! We cowards Aphrodite!
Oh, watch this spectacle unfold! What if... a cheat... Let's see. Schemes within schemes.
My place is at the fore. Victory is imminent. I took care of this one. I will do my duty.
Out of my way! Gah!
My ears are ringing.
Death to non-believers! Chaos guides me.
Let's see. A wicked thought.
Reduced to dust. It will be done. One fewer target.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Fate claims another one. The star.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium. Look no.
In the shadows of the Imperium's ignorance, my genius blossoms. Oh, how they fear the brilliance that eludes their narrow vision.
Here, on the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was...
This is Idiratlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these warp... The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the Navigate.
What? You don't mean the Engineer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding...
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat! Oh, Emperor's Providence! The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Ed...
Blast it! You're right.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about it. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our...
This galaxy is my playground. There will be no peace in my wake.
Beware the eye of the witch.
Will do. What an unfortunate turn of fate. But of course.
Hold on.
Can I fall back now?
Schemes within schemes. A wicked thought.
Death to the weak.
I am your doom.
I've suffered worse. Indeed.
They who discern the future own the battlefield. Anything else? Will do.
Let's make it quick.
A genius.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead. But the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Wounded. Exhausted.
Your time is short. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Let's march. Thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me. Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the... Run. The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold it off. Hold on. And wait for the signal from the Master Helmsman. Then I'll...
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servos got relayed to us earlier.
One step at a time, amidst the madness. To the ordinary.
How may I serve the dynasty?
Oh, yes. Let us seize the moment. They will see. Oh, yes. They all will see.
Ship's as good as ours! It's all over for you!
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these...
I
shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my Emperor.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face. It is unfamiliar. Who are you? The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed master of wisdom.
Very well. We may leave it at that. For now. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic. Through this door, I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomap with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness. In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Run, fools, or fall!
Your Emperor won't save you!
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury! I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer. Doubt is for the weak. Escape the Emperor's judgment. On it.
It's me.
Follow my lead! Victory is imminent. Reduced to dust. It will be done.
Out of my way!
Schemes within schemes within schemes.
Death to non-believers!
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
What is this foreboding? But of course.
Oh, too bad. I'm still standing.
At your beck and call.
Crush the feeble!
Through the smoke and gunfire. Ah! I won't sully myself with that.
Feel cold.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. Rejoice in battle! Faith without deeds is worthless.
Anything else? What an unfortunate turn of fate. Was that you? Or...
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I will do my duty.
One fewer target.
A wicked... What lies beyond? I
join.
Look no further.